Okay, so this is going to be a, we'll call this a field test. Alright, first things first, in this particular game I have to, well I don't have to, but I choose to tell the game my monitor's refresh rate is 59 or 60. If I go higher for some reason, well if I go higher, yeah, the game can render higher frame rates, but it keeps oscillating or changing between like 75, 80, 90, and it's constantly back and forth, back and forth. I don't know if I need to adjust my graphics to a lower setting. But what I find is I can jack up the fidelity of these graphics all the way, and if I keep the refresh rate and VSync on and lock in at 60, it creates an artificial frame rate limiter. Yes, let's see, we're on asphalt, so let's tighten the suspension, tighten the differential, and I don't know why the game likes to preset the brake bias near the front. This is an all-wheel drive. Let's just go to the middle. Okay.
5, 4.
So hopefully
3,
I've done a better job
2,
of
1. Let's go. Right 6,
balancing the audio between the game and my mic. Keep in mind I'm using a wireless headset and the attached microphone, so it's not going to sound as good as if I had a dedicated condenser mic.
Left 5 short and left 5,
And
150.
do not have a built-in dedicated capture card. So what OBS is doing is it is using the graphics card, the 3070 Ti, to record, and it is recording it at a bit rate of 50,000 kilobits per second using MKV. And of course, the game is also using my graphics card. I'm not seeing any like occasional stutters, but it's barely noticeable. For the most part, what I'm looking at right now is a nice 60 FPS.
Over crest, narrows, left 4 long, brake into right 3, narrows.
And a little bit about the normally I like to play these rally games from the perspective of the driver. This.
And left 5, brake 100.
See, it does that again. It switches. It's the bug in the game. So a couple of updates ago. Oh no. There we go. That would be interesting. So a couple of updates ago, they changed the animation of the steering, and they exaggerated. Like your driver goes to full-on wheel lock with even the slightest turn. It looks, yeah, he looks like he's constantly just back and forth like that. Here, I'll stop and show you. And also the wheel locks, that's all the way to the left. It's all the way to the right. It doesn't even get 180 degrees, let alone 360 degrees is really what it should look like. So it doesn't have that smoother, more properly calibrated animation, and it's a mismatch with what I'm actually doing with my game controller. Even when I hooked up my driving wheel, it still didn't change the animation. Which is a shame because it's now more of a distraction.
Into right 5, into left 5 short.
So the workaround is to do this. You can take away the animation, which, you know, now just looks kind of weird. At the proper perspective, but you can see the wheel is, steering wheel is just gone, and that's a distraction too. So I drive either from this perspective, which is a close-up cockpit, or the bonnet cam.
Right 5, cut
The
into
most
left 5,
accurate
long,
way
tightens.
to drive is you can aim it right down the middle of where you're supposed to go.
And right left 5, brake into right 3, 30. Right
A little
3,
bit of
small
a
cut, 30.
frame rate dip there, like a split second.
Right 5 into left 4, cut. Into right 6, short, and right 4,
But
30.
this is pretty impressive considering we're
Left
making
2, cut into right 4, small
the
cut.
graphics card do both render the game and record in an MKV file at
Right 5, small cut.
50,000 kilobits per second.
And right 5, small cut, 80, and finish.
I love that animation at the end. If you hit the little stop sign, both driver and the co-driver, they jerk their heads forward. Anyway, that was a nice little field test.